Let's see what your spirit guides really want you to know right now. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the Indigo Jo channel and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Thanks for joining me today, and we're going to be doing a reading about what do your spirit guides want you to know right now. I have the 3 piles you can choose from in front of me. It goes from left to right, starting with watermelon tourmaline, and then rhodonite, and then lapis lazuli, which I will show you in a close-up right now as well. Once you have intuitively selected your pile, go ahead and click on the timestamp that I put in the description below for the reading. Hi Pile 1, this is for those of you who chose the watermelon tourmaline crystal card pile. Let's get started on your reading. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm feeling that your spirit guides want you to know that they have your back right now. I feel like you guys are undergoing a situation where you need a lot of protection, if not physically, then more so spiritually. Like maybe you have some energy vampires around you, some people who are being kind of competitive with you, or they may be jealous of you. That could be draining your energy, but right now they are telling you that they got your back. They're helping you in the spiritual realm and they want you to stay strong. So let's get started with watermelon tourmaline. So with watermelon tourmaline, it's all about like experiencing bliss, like experiencing joyful moments, like radiating that feeling of positivity, joy, and love. And with that, you might think, oh, well, I have to be in a space where I'm receiving things, or a space where I've accomplished something in order to feel that joy. But this is more so carrying the message of have that joy no matter what circumstance you're in. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's just a reminder to let yourself experience joy no matter what you may be going through. And just be present in the moment, because whatever you're feeling on the inside is actually going to be reflected on the outside. So if you're feeling happy and you're content and you're peaceful inside, you're going to start seeing that being reflected in your outside life. So I guess it's just a reminder that you can create what you experience in life based on how you're feeling, and it's just a good reminder to focus on the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, that bring you bliss, and you'll start seeing more things that'll bring you that bliss on the outside as well. Okay, so getting started, we have Angel of Strength. And with this card, it kind of seems like your spirit guides want you to know that there may be a potential threat surrounding you right now, and they want you to channel like this Leo kind of lioness, lion energy, and put your boundaries up a little bit with some people. Just make sure that people know not to mess with you. And this doesn't necessarily mean to be mean or be a bully at all. No, it's more so letting people know that you have boundaries and not being afraid to say no when you need to say no, because that's a part of living a happy, blissful life, is having boundaries and not being afraid to say no when you need to. And they have your back, so no matter what, just know that you are protected, but they want you to come out of your shell a little bit more and show people that you have a strong spirit, because you really do. And I think sometimes you're afraid of expressing that because you don't want to come off the wrong way. You don't want people to think that you're angry or that you're mean, but you're really not. You're like, showing boundaries is more about having self-respect and having love for yourself than it is about anyone else. It's really not about other people. It's about you loving yourself enough to say, hey, these are my boundaries and this is what the rules that I kind of set up for myself. Okay, and then we have 5 of Fire. So this is kind of telling me there's someone surrounding you right now. It could be a female who's either could be like a redhead, someone with lighter colored hair, who is seeing you as kind of competition at the current moment. I feel like someone is kind of vying for what you have right now, and they could be subtly kind of jealous of you. Like maybe they're your friend, but they're not telling you that they're feeling a little bit jealous, feeling emotions of jealousy towards you, but that could be felt by you. Like, you know, there's a thing called the evil eye, when someone wishes you not necessarily harm, but like negativity in some sense. You can kind of feel that. And I think that is what's currently happening in your life right now, and you're kind of feeling it subconsciously. So this is just a sign for you guys to look out for that, and to be cautious of who you surround yourself with and who you can trust with your secrets, with your feelings, because this person, this energy in particular, kind of wants to keep you, like, I don't know, I'm just seeing someone who has like a collection of flowers, like these flowers appear with lights, but they're more so like the moth. So they want to keep people in their circle who are going to bring them up, but they don't necessarily want to bring themselves up. So just be cautious of that. Just be cautious of anyone trying to keep you around, trying to boss you around or use you in any way, or even just those friends that don't really support you. Like maybe you show them something that you've created and they don't say that they like it. It's more like a, oh, that's nice, whatever. And then like they give you kind of the energy that they don't care about what you're working on. Just make sure you're not surrounding yourself with anyone like that, because that could subconsciously be affecting you and what you're doing and what you're creating for yourself. So you want to make sure that you surround yourself with positive and uplifting people. Because we also have Take Back Your Power. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So this person could also be an older male figure, because we do have an older male here with light colored hair. But basically this is saying essentially the same thing, where it's like there is someone in your surroundings that's attempting to control you, or is controlling you through either direct means or indirect means. Like someone could indirectly be controlling you in the sense that they are telling you things that seem kind of negative. Like maybe if you're into writing or if you're into drawing, they could be saying like, oh, writers are pathetic, they can't make a living off writing, or like drawing is not something that people can actually make money off of, or, you know, someone that says something negative about something that you really love or something that you're aspiring to do. And maybe they're not necessarily saying, hey, you shouldn't do this, or they're not necessarily criticizing you, but whatever it is that they're saying, they could be indirectly on purpose, you know, kind of trying to steer you in the direction that they want you to go, instead of in the direction that you want to go. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. But anyway, I guess this is just telling me that maybe this is affecting you a little bit more than you realize, or maybe you know that this is happening and you kind of told yourself, well, it's not really affecting me at all, like I'm not listening to it, it's whatever, it's fine. But it subconsciously has kind of seeped into the back of your brain, and this is just kind of a message from your spirit guides to clear that out, to not listen to the noise, maybe take a step away from these types of people, and to take your power back, because essentially you don't want any of this negativity or this energy affecting you and what you're hoping to achieve. And then we have a year from now. So I feel like a year from now, you guys are probably going to have more supportive people surrounding you. And this card is just telling me that maybe one by one, you're going to start meeting new people that have your best intention in mind, and they want to support you. They genuinely care for you, and they're going to be there as a support system. But this is going to take some time to build up. This is going to be like a network that you're going to have to acquire like one by one. But eventually you guys are going to find your group. You're going to kind of have your own community that you can report back to and who's actually going to care for you, and people that you can really trust and depend on. And you might even have like a significant other or like a soulmate that you can really depend on as well, and you know that you can trust them no matter what. So you don't necessarily need to be telling everybody else what you're working on, because you have like that one person that you can really depend on. So that's good news. Then we have the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goals. So I think these people, these energies that are, kind of bringing your frequency down, bringing your positivity down, that is actually a barrier to your goal right now. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, I think these energies are actually stopping you subconsciously with their energy. So that's something you really need to clear out. I would suggest lighting a black candle for protection, or a white candle for purification, and like saging and just kind of clearing your space out, maybe doing some feng shui, reorganizing, and definitely take a step away from some people that are giving you negative or bad vibes, essentially. But then we also have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So with this, I'm kind of seeing that full moon in Gemini actually just passed. So if you're watching this when I'm uploading it, that could have been a significant time for you. Maybe you figured something out during that time that was important when it comes to this situation. But I feel like with full moon in Gemini, it's basically saying you're going to find out some communication, or through communication, you're going to find out who in particular is giving you this like evil eye, this bad vibes, who doesn't have your best intention at heart. Someone might have been saying things about you behind your back, because we do have like communication Gemini, the energy of Mercury, who's a little bit dualistic. So maybe someone you thought you could trust was actually betraying you in some way, or they weren't being very upfront and honest with you, and they were actually being very sneaky behind your back and kind of sabotaging you in different ways. So look out for that. But the answers you need are coming. If they might already be here, you just need to, I guess, keep an eye out for that, for sure. So that's all I have for you, Pile 1. If you liked it, please leave me a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in a future reading. Hi, Pile 2. This is for those of you who chose the Rhodonite crystal card pile. Let's get started on your reading. Let's see. So let's see, you guys picked the Rhodonite crystal. And Rhodonite is all about healthy, balanced, romantic partnerships and relationships. So I feel like you guys are wanting to attract this in your life, something that's balanced, an equal give and take, maybe a soulmate relationship. And I do feel like that is coming for you. I feel like, however, you guys are in need of balancing right now. We have Angel of Balance. Also, additionally, what I'm getting with this card is you should work with colors, because there's like a bright blue in this, there's a bright yellow, and a bright pink. I'm also getting, if some of you maybe experiment with your hair color, like dye it bright colors like pink or blue, this is confirmation that this is your pile. And also your guides want you to know that that is a healthy expression of your creativity that's actually helping you discover more of who you really are and being your authentic self. So keep going with that. And I just feel like doing color therapy is going to help you a lot as well. I think you might have some imbalances in your throat chakra, your high heart chakra, and maybe your solar plexus that need some work. And for some of you, also your heart chakra as well. So definitely focus on those 4. I would say if you're into manifesting, if you're into alchemy, definitely work with some teas I'm getting. So some medicinal tea, that'll help you balance out those chakras. Definitely concentrate on the heart. So your heart definitely has some blockages. You need to open that up a little bit. Work with rhodonite, that's going to help you a lot too. And just focus on clearing out any of those old stagnant energies and feelings that you may be holding on to, because right now is a time for you to get really balanced with your emotions. With Four of Pentacles, I'm getting that you guys maybe have held on to something for a little too long and it's getting a little old, like whatever it is, because I'm seeing her wings here are getting a little flimsy, a little decrepit. It's almost like you know, a leaf on a plant that's dying that just shrivels up and loses all of its water and its buoyancy, and it just is crusty and cripply, and you can touch it and it'll just break off. That's what I'm feeling. Like whatever it is you guys are holding on to, it no longer has life in it. And I feel like this is a romantic situation, a past person, something that happened or didn't happen in a previous connection that you guys have been really holding on to. And now's the time to release it, is what I'm getting, because you guys are kind of preventing something new from coming in, something that's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and really fill your heart with like that pink light energy, kind of like the rhodonite crystal. I see a lot of pink coming in. So I see a lot of happiness, a lot of equal balance in a loving relationship that wants to come in, but it's kind of blocked right now because of what you might be holding on to from the past. So your angels just want you to know it's time to let that go. It's time to move forward, because you have a lot coming in that wants to come in, and it's almost like you guys are putting up this wall that's kind of blocking it off right now. We have clairsentience. Archangel Raguel, notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So I do see right in this picture his heart is kind of lit up. So if you guys have been having some chest pains or maybe back pains in the chest area, definitely pay attention to the signs and signals that your body is giving you, because that's a sign of where in your body you have blocked energy and where you could be harboring stress and emotion. And you really just need to work on wherever it is you're feeling that stress, that blockage. You need to work on letting that energy go. And there's different methods for this. I would definitely look into some videos about Reiki, some videos about energy healing. You could also do like sound therapy, but even like touch therapy is, I think, going to help you a lot. So getting a massage, that's really going to be helpful for you guys. But definitely pay attention to how you're physically feeling, and even like obviously pay attention to your emotions. But your guides could be giving you signals through some feelings, some twitches, some nudges in your body that you might be experiencing right now as well. I'm seeing a lot of pink again and yellow in this card, so I do feel like this has to do with your heart chakra, maybe some pain, some emotions you've been suppressing in that area, and also your solar plexus. So focus on those chakras. And then we have unlikely. So I feel like this is more about whatever's been clouding your mind. There's a lot of purple in here. Whatever's you've been overthinking about, over worrying about, it's unlikely that that is going to happen. So maybe you guys have been really stressed about something, really worried about something, and it's been stopping you from moving forward. But whatever it is, it's unlikely that that's even going to happen. So it's okay to drop that worry. It's okay to let go of that fear, because it's just a part of you that maybe it was traumatized from something that happened in your past and is afraid that it's going to happen again. But you can be at peace knowing that you're fine. It's unlikely this is going to happen to you, and it's okay to let go. Then we have the talisman. You are destined to succeed. So with the talisman, this is just kind of a symbol to me. Like, you guys are very powerful manifestors, and you should work with symbols and like runes. You should work with talismans, wearing a talisman for your heart chakra, because this is green, so that's all about the heart. Something as like a symbol on your body that you are working on that chakra, that's going to help to remind you about that all day long. So that's going to help you as well. Also, this message here is basically like, you are destined to succeed in whatever it is that you want. So you will get this balanced, beautiful relationship. You will get whatever it is your goal is, whatever you're hoping to manifest. So just drop the worrying and focus on balance, and that will come to you. And then lastly, we have nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. So this is, kind of like a warning. Like, if you guys hold on to that stagnant kind of Eight of Swords energy, that energy of like you overthinking and over worrying about things that could go wrong, it's going to stop you from moving forward, and you're going to be stuck in this kind of energy of like nothing coming from the situation. Like, it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to if you let the fear get in the way. So this is what your spirit guides want you to know right now. I hope it resonates for you. If it did, please comment, like, or subscribe. And I'll see you in a future video. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. This is for those of you who chose the Lapis Lazuli crystal card. Let's get started on your reading. Also, I know some people pronounce it Lapis Lazuli, and I used to do that as well, but I used to work in a crystal shop, and people pronounced it a bunch of different ways, so I just got used to like all the different kinds of ways, and now I just say it however it comes out of my mouth. Okay, so let's get started here. So you guys picked Lapis Lazuli, and from the picture on this card, there's a face in the crystal, which I'm not sure that you can see from the camera, but the face doesn't have any eyes. So what that tells me immediately is this crystal is telling you to look not with your eyes, but with your third eye. So whatever situation you guys are going through, it seems like maybe you guys are looking at it from too much of a 3D perspective, too much of a human material world kind of perspective, and this is telling you to look deeper into the situation, because there's something that you may not be seeing there, something that's better for you, something that's better for your greater good, and that's going to teach you something, and that's going to help you prosper and grow that maybe you're not seeing. So I feel like this probably has to do with a romantic relationship, because we have caring connections. And I feel like you guys maybe have someone in your vicinity, in your area, in your space that really cares for you deeply and wants to give you like a balanced, loving relationship that maybe you're not paying any attention to. So this is just kind of telling you, like, keep an open mind, because your soulmate, your future partner may not be the way that you had expected it to be or imagined it to be. It may differ from your usual type, it may differ from your expectations, but is actually going to be better in the long run and give you even greater happiness. You just have to be open to seeing things from a different perspective, because you deserve this love, this person that's going to give you everything that you've hoped for and dreamed for, and maybe you thought that was in someone else, but it's actually like right under your nose and you can't see it. So that is a big message that I'm getting here. And then also for those of you in a relationship, this is just kind of like telling you, like reiterating that maybe you need to, I guess, look deeper into the actions that your significant other provides for you, because maybe their love language is a little different than yours, and the way that they like to show love is a little different than the way that you would like to receive it. So definitely look at the small things they do and the way that they show love in their own way. And if that bothers you, definitely have a talk with them about it. But this is all about viewing things from a different lens, from someone else's eyes, and seeing things that you maybe have overlooked in the past. And then with Six of Earth here, I feel like this is about making decisions, making choices, and focusing on one thing at a time. So, you know, you may have a choice when it comes to love and relationships. And this is saying, focus on the thing that gives you the greatest happiness and brings you the greatest joy. Is that going to be the person that's ignoring your phone calls, ignoring your texts, and making you feel uneasy and on edge all the time? Probably not. Focus on the thing that actually makes you feel happy and fulfilled and loved, and make that your priority. But ultimately, you need to make a decision on where you give your energy and who you give your energy to. And this is telling me you are a very generous person, but you need to keep yourself in mind as well, because as much as you give, you want to receive that in an equal, balanced relationship. And then it says, remember who you are, Archangel Michael. So this says, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So this is just kind of also telling me that you guys have the tools that you need to create whatever it is that you want. Like, whatever it is that you want is actually like right in front of you. You're just not seeing it. So you just need to maybe go within, close your eyes for a little bit. Like, I don't know, I just picture someone who's blindfolded and is literally walking around seeing through their third eye. I think that's what's needed for you guys to really remember who you are. Always keep your worth in mind when you're entering into a relationship. And I think once you do that, you'll realize that maybe you already have everything that you need right now, or it's coming to you soon. You just have to acknowledge that you don't need anything outside of you. I think that's the biggest lesson here, is like, you don't need anything. You already are whole and complete just in yourself. And maybe that's what you need to see. That's the thing that you're maybe not seeing. You've been focusing on someone else for a while, or focusing on how you're alone, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're just focusing on the things that haven't been, the best in the relationship. But viewing things from another perspective, as long as you are happy and whole and complete in yourself, nothing is gonna bother you as much. So just, remember who you are, and you'll see how much you already have available to you. And then we have peaceful resolution. So I think either way, there's going to be a happy outcome to this. It's all about making the decision. And even if you choose one person over the other, you're going to have a peaceful resolution no matter what. So if there's someone that you've been in a cycle with for a while, maybe you guys will end up being friends, or maybe you'll end up back together. Either way, there's going to be a happy and peaceful resolution, as long as you're guided by your intuition and you're not seeing things from a place of ego, seeing things from a place of lack. As long as you've kind of tuned that out, you will have a peaceful resolution in the end. Just let your intentions be known, like this card says. Be honest with yourself. Know yourself. Know what it is you want. Get really clear on that. And then be honest with everyone else. Let your intuition guide you, and let your intentions be known. And then lastly, we have look at the bigger picture. So this is just kind of like the message of the entire reading right now, where it's like, full moon in Sagittarius. So this is about being exposed to the bigger plan. It's about expansiveness. It's about wisdom. It's about philosophy. It's about learning the lessons that your soul was meant to learn in this lifetime. So that, may seem like this huge concept, but ultimately, in the end, everything is happening for a bigger reason. So if that means that you had to let someone go in the past because they weren't right for you, and maybe someone that you never expected to be for you is the right person, then that's what that means. But you have to look at things from that perspective of, who can I grow with? Who's going to teach me things? Who can I teach things? Who will be a balanced partner? If I want children, who's going to be a good partner for having children? And things like that. You just definitely need to ask yourself those bigger questions, and then you'll find your answer there. So that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in a future reading. Thanks. Bye.